good morning, or perhaps it's not such a good morning because you may have woken up with some back pain. If that's the case, I'm going to help you with a few stretches you can do at the office throughout your day. If you have a real life and you had to go to work regardless of your back pain, let's see if we can help you open it up. So if you haven't left the house yet, you're still at home, or if you have a nice big sprawling office or you feel comfortable enough to, let's get you on the ground and let's have you on all fours. And just wiggle into the hips a little bit. And then all you're going to do is take a nice inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale, let's pull the sits bones back. Take your time. If you start to feel a stretch, breathe into it. And then exhale, take it a little further. So as your sits bones rest over the tops of your heels, I want you to claw your fingertips forward, get that extra stretch. If this is a little far down or you're feeling a bit more strain than you're comfortable with in your back, if you have a little pillow or a cushion, rest that under your head so you're not straining in this. You can also put it right over your thighs, lift up and over, and that'll give you a little bit more cushion as you're resting into this. So take a few good breaths, breathe into the space that's feeling a little locked up, a little tight. And once you're done with that, let's have you come to all fours again. And again, you can take as long as you need, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 20 breaths, 5 breaths, but you do want to take your time in each stretch. When you are done with it, come to all fours again. I want you to tuck your toes. If you feel confident enough in your back pain that you won't cause more back pain, tighten up the belly as you breathe in, pulling it to the lower back. And then exhaling, I want you to push back off your palms. If you're not comfortable with a downward dog, don't go through this. Just stay in all fours or stay in your child's pose. Rest the belly over the thighs, and then slowly start to stretch into each leg, pulling one leg forward as the other leg reaches back. You're going to feel that stretch move through the hamstrings and glutes, maybe into that area of the lower back that's tight. You can straighten both or stay in a nice gentle bend in the knees, whatever feels relieving for your back. And then slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Notice the nice bend in my knees. I'm totally supported. My belly's resting over my thighs. And when you feel ready, inhale, pull the belly into the lower back. So it's almost like you're pulling yourself out of a vat of sticky molasses. You're really relishing the time you have here, and you're feeling every part of your spine release on top of the vertebra that was below it. Make sure you take the time to roll through that neck once the shoulders are stacked over the ribs. And you'll feel your tailbone releasing down as you are rising up through your spine. If you are sitting at a desk, the desk. I want you to plant both feet on the ground. I'm sitting quite low, so your chair might be higher. We'll make some adjustments for that. Let's take an inhale. You're going to grab the front of your knees, lengthen your spine. Exhale, pull the belly in, grab onto those knees and pull the spine back. So you're rounding. It looks like this. Like the cat and cow we would do in yoga, except we're doing the cat seated. Take an inhale, come back. Exhale, belly into the lower back, round. Drop the head, neck, and jaw. Pull against those knees. Good. Inhale, rolling it up nice and easy. Excellent work. From here, I'm going to have you just take an inhale and exhale. Roll the belly over the thighs, nice and easy. Your hands are on your knees for support. If you feel like you're not going to go that far, maybe cross your forearms over your knees, drop your head, neck, and jaw. If you can go further, let's use a little bit more gravity, almost like a traction, stretching out that spine. Drop your hands down if you can. Release the head, neck, and jaw. I would say 3 slow breaths, maybe up to 5 or 6 here. Notice with each exhale, you're creating some more space in your spine as the spine starts to let go. So allow that release to happen forward. If you feel like your back pinches or resists, come up and use your elbows for support. Maybe come out of it entirely. Depends on your comfort. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, take an inhale, pull the belly towards the lower back. You can use your hands to push off of for support. Pull the belly back and roll each vertebra on top of the one below it as you lengthen out your spine. Settle into your seated position. We're going to go into a gentle twist. Cross your right leg over your left knee. Take your left hand, place it to the outside of your right knee. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Belly pull to the lower back. Exhale, pull that belly into the lower back. So that's your motor to twist towards the right side. Inhaling, lengthening. Take it easy here. You don't have to go far. Exhaling. Good. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling. You can bring your right arm behind you if you want to, reaching it for that left hip. When you're ready, you're going to take an inhale, slowly come back to neutral where you're looking forward. You can stretch your right arm up to the sky, and you can reach up and over. If you feel like you're losing your balance, place your left hand on the edge of your chair. If you're sitting on a bench, even better, and go into a little side bend. Take an inhale from your belly, bring it back. Exhale, hands down. You can lift the leg off or just uncross. Wiggle out the hips and the knees, and let's go to the other side. Left leg crosses over the right. Right hand crosses over the left knee. Taking an inhale, lengthening. Exhale and twisting. Have the motor come from your belly. Inhale, lengthen, create space between each vertebra. Exhale, twisting. We'll do it one more time. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, belly pulls to the lower back as you twist. Nice and easy. You can place your left hand behind your back, opening up the pecs and the shoulder a little bit. Good work. When you're ready, gently bring it back. Notice how slow my movements are. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhaling maybe into a gentle side bend. If you're feeling not secure in your balance, place your right hand down on the end of the chair or bench. Good. Take an inhale, bring it back. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Exhaling. Left hand down. Let's uncross those legs. Good. Wiggle out into the hips a little bit. Next, you're just going to stand up and you're going to put your hands on your hips. An oldie but a goodie. Let's just twist around. If you feel like your back pinches, don't go to that space. Good. And then you can always take a nice breath in, reach up to the sky. Exhale, soften those knees so it looks like this. You're diving down, sit back into the glutes, round over the thighs, grab hold of your shoulder blades, let everything hang nice and heavy. If this feels a little bit too intense for your lower back, you can do the exact same thing, sitting down, stretching up. Exhale, except you just here grab first and then start rounding over. If that's a little bit too much, walk your hands, get folded over, and then grab hold of the shoulder blades and hang, hang, hang. Release the hands, take an inhale, pull the belly to the lower back. You can push off the knees for more support. Let's stretch those arms up, seated or a standing position. Exhale, I want whichever hand was on the bottom to go on top this time. Walk the fingertips into the edge of the shoulder blades, the inner edge, bend deep into those knees and roll over the tops of those thighs. Hang nice and heavy. Same thing can be happening here in your seated position. Just resting over those thighs, so no strain for your back. Good deep breaths. Breathe into that space that feels a little locked up for you. When you're ready, you can release those hands. Take an inhale, pull the belly in, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Exhale, settle back into that seated position. So hopefully you found a little bit of relief in your back or a little bit of space and calm in your day. These are great stretches to do, even just to unwind from sitting at the desk, sitting in front of the computer. do these a few times during your day, and hopefully it starts to help relieve and release some of that tension you're feeling in your back. And when you get home at the end of your day, give yourself a gorgeous child's pose and then roll over onto your back and allow Shavasana to release the back into the earth and the weight of that belly, so you can stretch out that lower back if that's where you're feeling your pain. I wish you a wonderful day, pain-free, and I'll see you soon.